To view a person as an individual naturally and inherently involves accepting the differences that make them an individual. You see, it is inseparably linked. You cannot view a person as an individual and at the same time not allow for those differences. To view somebody as an individual or as a person, those are two ways of saying the same thing, by the way. I view you as a person, I view you as an individual, it's the same thing. To view a person as an individual naturally inherently involves accepting the differences that make them unique, that set them apart as an individual. Think about my daughter all the time. There are things I expect of her. There is concepts of right and wrong that I am conveying to her as her father. But within that, there is this great big huge variety of possibilities, right, that are all acceptable, that are not right or wrong. There's this huge array of possibility that's all acceptable. It's not good or bad. It's what sets her apart as an individual. How many stories do you need to hear of parents trying to make their children into versions of themselves before you realize those parents don't view people as people? How do we know that those types of parents don't view people as people? Because they don't allow for the individuality aspect of it. They don't allow for the uniqueness, the things that stand those individuals apart from who they are. When I think about my daughter, when I'm looking at her, when I'm asking her questions and everything, she says, like, honey, what's your favorite color? Well, my favorite color is this. A lot of questions come in my head. Like, why? Why is that her favorite color? Maybe she doesn't even fully understand why it's her favorite color, but she tries to explain it. That reveals more aspects of her individuality to me. What makes her the only person like her that has ever lived and that will ever live? I especially take note when she reveals certain aspects about herself that are completely contrary to mine. That stops me in my tracks. Not because I go, well, that ain't right, I gotta correct that. Not for that reason. But because I go, this is a tremendous opportunity for me to know my daughter in a way that I would never otherwise get to know. The individuality of what makes my daughter, not your daughter, not his daughter, not their daughters, my daughter, the only one of her that has ever existed and ever will.